Okay, this is the machine in general, just a walk around. Back here is the back of the machine. Here's your foil coil areas. One of them's that's on the top of the machine. I'm not sure if that feeds or takes off. There's the rewinds on the bottom of the machine. You can see the rolls are in pretty good shape. So the actual foil comes through at the bottom of the machine. It goes up over the top and comes through the bottom. This over here is air blower, little parts of the foil system. They're on the side of the machine. Back up a little bit. And over here is your power cabinet for your die cutter. Here's your control panel for your zones for your heater, your puller control. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3 for your heaters. That's got for short pull, long pulls. And this is short pull, long pulls. I don't know exactly what that does because we don't foil stamp. So there's your motors for your foil drives. Okay, some air stuff up here. This then it comes around to the die cutter section. There's your die cutter inside of here. Got a little bit of light rust on the plate. There's your cams for your adjusting your pressure on your die cutter. So basically a clamshell die cutter sitting inside there, which is the Brause die cutter, which is a real common machine. And they just basically inclined it up on a plant so this feeder can feed in. And here's the feeder coming across the top. There's your feed board. There's your controls. Your controls are your starts, emergency starts, the motor, impression on and off, machine, jog buttons, air pump for the POW feeder, auxiliary POW feeder, main POW delivery. Then you have up and down. Your stacker's right down here underneath it. I have this cart in here right now. It comes out. But there's your stacker, the down stacker. So you can pull it out, put bars in. There's a way to put bars in to pull one stack out at a time and continue the machine running. I'm pretty sure there's a way to put bars for that. I'm not positive about that. Then here's your feeder section. It's a real good feeder section. Here's your rods for your POW delivery, so you can put multiple POWs in here. On the back side, there's your POW feeder. Feeder head, just a regular old feeder head. It's got a jam detector for double feeds inside there. So this whole section, if I can get it back in view here, this whole section starting up there where the yellow is, this whole POW feeder, and that whole section breaks loose of the machine and rolls back on these pieces right here. So when you go to set up, this section of the machine rolls backwards. And you get in there and set your die up, and then it rolls forward. Over on this side of the machine, you got the other side of the POW feeder. There's your vacuum pump. Emergency stop switch, the other side of the feeder. There's the other side of the POW feeder. And right down there where you see that coupling, that's where the machine breaks apart at. And there's a little pin in there, you put it back together. There's the other side guard of the machine, the other side of the die cutter. There's your main drive, is right inside of here. Got your motor. There's the other side of the pool. And back around to the back of the machine again. There's your drive motor. That's where we started on the control cabinets on the other side of the machine. So that's basically it. Over back around the machine, I'll just take a walk back around again. And then I'll walk away to give you an overall view of the machine. It's probably about 14 feet long. Doesn't take much room. You need some room off to the one side. It could be against the wall on the other side. Basically, there's the back of the machine. Side view of the machine is pretty bright here today. There's the rails where the feeder moves back on. And the machine will run, if they say 1,200 an hour, it'll run 1,200 an hour on like 20-point boards. It'll feed corrugated E flute, no problem. It'll actually feed B flute, no problem. Now the other thing that you could do with the machine is if you didn't want to use this automatic feeder, you could just not install that and run the machine without it. You could use it as a hand press if you wanted to. And that's what we got on the machine.